Hi guys, the World Cup is almost here and we all gradually gain up towards what's going to happen in Qatar. We all know this World Cup has been full of a lot of controversies, right from the onset of Qatar being given the hosting rights to host the World Cup. But that is past now and it's almost here. And people, my friends have been asking me, like, Chris, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? And I've been, thinking about a lot of teams, knowing that first of all, this region, the Middle East, has never hosted a World Cup ever before. So this is the first of its kind, making Qatar more like a neutral ground because the World Cup has never been hosted there. We all know the traditions of where when Europe hosts the World Cup, it kind of stays in Europe. And when South America hosts the World Cup, it kind of stays in South America until the Germans did that in 2014 when Germany defeated Argentina in the final to, lift up the World Cup in Rio and in Brazil in 2014. But apart from that, normally wherever region hosts the World Cup kind of stays there, kind of. Only in Africa too. When Africa hosted the World Cup in 2010, it was Spain that won that World Cup, so it went to Europe. So who knows where it's going to go to. But a lot of people predicting that this World Cup will be going to South America. And in my team so far, I am thinking Argentina. I'm tipping Argentina to win the World Cup. I know a lot of people are also tipping Argentina too, but I would just tell the reason why I say I'm tipping Argentina to win the World Cup. Over the years, Argentina has had immense culture and history in the beautiful game of soccer, right from the inception of 1930 when the World Cup first ever World Cup was hosted in Uruguay. Argentina actually got to the final in that World Cup, but they lost in the final to, of course, the host then Uruguay when they won the World Cup. But after that, Argentina has won the World Cup twice. First in 1978 when they had amazing players like Mario Kempes, Calivan, Luis Calivan, or Robin Calivan, amazing players that lifted the World Cup in 1978, which the Argentines actually hosted and won. And 1986, everyone remembers 1986 when no one but Diego Armando Maradona, the only man to single-handedly win a World Cup for his country, Argentina. It was beautiful when he won it back in 1986. And you fast forward to the Italian 90. Italian 90, the Argentines lost to Germany in the final by a long goal. Sad, Maradona cried that day because he thought he was gonna win like back to back, but it didn't happen. So it's crazy how many times Argentina's gone to final. Argentina's actually lost three finals: 1930, 1990, and 2014. 2014, which is very fresh in our memory. 2014 was the year we all thought that Lionel Messi was finally going to get his breakthrough, was finally going to break out of Diego Maradona's shadows by lifting the World Cup. But that didn't happen. He actually lost in the final, and it was very heartbreaking for him and his fans when no one else but Mario Götze came from the bench extra time and broke their heart and scored that long goal, and they defeated Argentina. So which means that Argentina has lost twice to a German team in the final, once in Italia 90 and in Rio in 2014. But the question now is, can this Argentine team win the World Cup? I'll tell you this, yes. I believe this Argentine team can win the World Cup for different reasons, because this Argentine team particularly has no weakness. When I mean no weakness, no weakness. But what really makes this Argentine team tick? Well, the coach is very fundamental in this success of this team. The coach is no one but Lionel Scaloni. Lionel Scaloni has had an amazing spell with his team going unbeaten since July 2019. Argentina national team has not lost any game since 2019, making them unbeaten through up to now. Also winning the Copa America in 2021, which was Messi's first major international trophy, where everyone was super excited for him that he finally won a major trophy. You know, no doubt the philosophy of Leonard Scaloni has embedded the team, you know, in different ways, and that has been part of the success of the team. The Argentine team also has played a pretty modern style, you know. They build up with control and they play through the lines and are pretty patient by how they move. And also, the other style they play an obsessive possessional system, like you find that most European teams play. You know, most European teams play a very obsessive positional system, just like the likes of Club and and Guardiola imbibes in their play, which is very obsessive in positional play because of how they rotate their players and kind of give a free road to roam around in the midfield and attaches to the attack and gives you that excess pressure when they are pressuring you with the ball. But it's a bit more, but the Argentine team is a little bit more different because if you look at the Argentine team, it's a little bit more fluid in terms of the shape. They have used a couple of times making the team and adapting to different systems they have in different games they have played. Even though they adapt to different systems, but it's just a variation of the same style. Think about it. For example, you're playing like 4-3-3 formation, and sometimes one of the wingers is given a complete role to play a free role in the midfield, like Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi most times play the free role from the midfield, but when he joins the attack, automatically he adds more pressure to the attack and makes it difficult for teams to stop him. Part of why the Argentine team is very difficult to beat. Also, Argentina is known for having so many best players, so many players like Di Maria, players by Dembele, and much more. My player of the team, the player that I think really is gonna be the key man in this Argentine team this World Cup is Rodrigo de Paul. People don't know a lot about Rodrigo de Paul, but the people plays for Atletico Madrid, and he plays more of a hybrid role, typically reacting to whatever Messi is doing, creating this perfect balance in the middle, which makes him and Messi in sync and makes the Paul an exceptional player because it requires a lot of fine balance of physicality and technicality that can make players have that kind of quality, which makes the Argentine midfield amazing. And I'll explain how that in sync works because when Messi is approaching the ball, we all know Messi does a dribble, one-time touch kind of football, right? So when he goes, he needs someone from the midfield to come with him when he goes those runs before he delivers that pass. And most time when he delivers that pass, he needs that pass to be delivered back to him so he can finish. You see, but it takes a lot of athleticism and technicality of a player to be able to play with Messi. That's why a lot of people thought that when Messi left Barcelona, he won't be able to play in any other club just because of that quality that Messi has. Very few players can be able to, understand that style of play of Messi, of that one-touch running, pass, and shoot. And De Paul has been able to understand that, and which makes the midfield of Argentina super dangerous. And I call De Paul the key man because he has been able to understand that missing link that has not really made Messi shine in the Argentine team. He's bringing out that down into the team now. So Messi definitely is going to be a major factor in this World Cup and show so much brilliance and class. Apart from that, though, if you want to look at the Argentine team too, another key factor that makes this team very special is the aggression of the ball. The aggression of the ball when they counter press. When the Argentine team is counter pressing, they run at you. They are very aggressive, and when they lose the ball, they have a way of winning the ball back. And this is so amazing when they do that, because if you see the way they attack, it's difficult to stop that pressure. You can't stop that pressure. And that's why they haven't lost any single game since 2019, which is almost 3 years. They haven't lost a game. It's due to the fact of the style they have played, the philosophy of the philosophy of the coach has imbibed in the team, which has made the team unstoppable and unbeatable. So, and lastly, this is gonna be Lionel Messi's last World Cup. I just think it's just all right for Messi to win this World Cup. Like, it just feels right for Messi to win the World Cup. Besides the Middle East, Messi has an amazing fan base in the Middle East. So apart from real Argentines, you're gonna see a lot of people supporting the Argentina national team, wearing their jerseys in the stadium, which will stand like maybe the 13th man. You never know, and that can give a boost, extra boost to the team to make the team perform and play and win the World Cup. So in my books, I think Argentina has every quality, everything to win this World Cup. And they're kind of silent right now. There's not a lot of press on them, but they are the team to beat. They are the team to beat. The only team that can give the Argentine team a little bit of a problem is no one but the German machines. The German machines just have a way of stopping Argentina, and history has shown it. They stopped Argentina twice in 2 World Cup finals, but who knows? I give it to them though. But I really want them to win too, because I want Messi to, because Messi is the best player in the world. He just has to show why he's the best player in the world. A lot of people said Messi has been in the shadows of Diego Maradona for far too long now, and this is a major trophy that has eluded him from making him the greatest player ever that ever lived in this world. So if he finally gets to win the World Cup, he's gonna be finally given or won that crown of the greatest player ever. And now, after then, the rift between him and Ronaldo can finally be settled. Who is the greatest player of all time? Hope you enjoyed it though. Let me know what you think and whose team you think is going to win the World Cup. Thank you for watching.